So tell us your feedback of this system.
It's awesome. It's got all the basic components, for match racing in place in terms of where, the other boat and what they're doing and where the marks are, the buoys that we have to round. And it's just a question of, I think, fine tuning, what information, is, coming to us at what rate, and then our ability to process that information and and then act upon it. I think this is certainly, all the pieces are in place to give us the information we need. I think the idea, the concept certainly works, and I think we were navigating around the field without too much difficulty, and being able to go from one buoy to another that had been set up. And and hopefully, the comments, we're making as we're out there on the field, provided some additional feedback and on more specific things. And I think once we're able to, put the whole system, on two actual boats and get sailing out on the water with them, we'll just make even more, progress too. I think, they've made a lot of progress, and, I haven't been able to be too involved over the course of the summer just because of, I have other demands on, my time, and so I haven't been able to participate in the weekly, match racing practices very much. Yeah, this is, I'm really amazed at how much they've done in such a short amount of time. It's done a really great job.
Basically, I think the system has made a lot of tremendous strides since the team started working on it a while back, over a year ago. So that would resolve that issue of where's the mark, and it would also cut down the confusion. And I think it would make the racing a lot more exciting and challenging because we're not tacking around trying to find it. The other advantage of this system is that right now the cutoff speed for the breeze is roughly between 12 and 15 knots. Above that, you can't hear the audibles because the waves and the wind and the sail are masking a lot of the sounds. And with this system, we could basically do what our sighted counterparts would be doing in terms of match race. We wouldn't have to worry about a wind speed cutoff. Because we would have our earpieces to tell us where the mark is, and as we get close to the mark, we'd have audibles. So it would be less restrictive or restricting with this system than the current system that's available now.
Just thinking, I think one of the real strengths of the system that the team is developing is locating the other boat and knowing where they are, how they're moving, how far away. Because the match racing, that's everything. It's like, who's on port tack, who's on starboard. Have they entered the zone yet? Can we, keep them out? Do we need to start engaging in, match racing duels? And I think that's going to be one of the real strengths of this system, is just getting more information on the other boat.
The whole idea that I like about the system is that we will have, instead of having all the audible stimuli of the three marks and the tack indicators on the boats, it will be more like sighted sailing, where we basically have what I call quiet ship or silent ship, where the guys are in the crew are in the boats, they're talking to each other in terms of tactics and strategy, and they're not distracted by all the audible stimuli of all these noisemakers as per the current system. And I think it'll make for a much more realistic and much more exciting racing environment for blind sailing, particularly match racing.
Great, thank you.
So.